All right, my people. Welcome back to No Filter MMA. This is your boy BJ back with another live stream, guys. And I've got a very interesting topic that I've been pondering on, that I want to, kind of share with y'all, you know what I'm saying? Something told me like I woke up the other morning. This is straight up for real though. I woke up the other morning and I was just, all of last week, I was just really thinking of a topic that I could write on, you know what I'm saying? Because I really enjoy writing for Bloody Canvas, but I have to really let it come to my brain in order for me to produce it on paper. So I was thinking what I was thinking was who should fight who? Who should fight who? What would be a big matchup? You know what I'm saying? Coming back, you know what I'm saying? For women's fights right now, there's a lot of stuff. A lot of the top fighters are inactive, like Tatiana Suarez, Joanna Jędrzejczyk. I want to say, I was thinking about them because that's what we were talking about in the Bloody Canvas chat was, the things about Tatiana Suarez, what she put out about her coming back, you know what I'm saying? And then Joanna Jędrzejczyk's been in the news recently, so I was, she was on my brain. And a few weeks ago, I had kind of made the comparison, I was an interesting fight. Actually it was okay, I'm trying to tell y'all how the thought process went. All right, so listen to me, bear with me. I was thinking about Joanna's place in the division, you know what I'm saying? And Joanna's place in the division is, someone who's solid, someone who's really, really good, you know what I'm saying? And has fought the champion and lost to the champion, but it's going to be harder for anybody else to get through her to get to the champion. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be hard for somebody to beat Joanna Jędrzejczyk to get that title shot if she's put in front of somebody. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be hard for Tatiana Suarez to do it. It's going to be hard for anybody, that's Yao Xiaonan that's coming in, coming up. Everybody's talking about Yan Xiaonan, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be hard for any of those girls to beat Joanna Jędrzejczyk. So then I was thinking, the same can kind of be said about the same thing could kind of be said about Katlyn Chookagian. You know what I'm saying? You can kind of say the exact same thing for Katlyn Chookagian. So you got Chookagian here who's at the top of the 125-pound division. She's been at the top of the 125-pound division. If I'm not mistaken, ever since that division was a division, Katlyn Chookagian has been at the top of 125 pounds. Even when Nico was the champion, when they came out with them bullshit rankings, Katlyn Chookagian was at the top of those rankings. So she's held on to that spot. And she's fought the champ. She's had that title opportunity, but she lost that title fight. So, in Joanna's case, Joanna was actually the champion. Chookagian wasn't. So you would have, how am I wanting to word this? Katlyn Chookagian, it's going to be hard for anybody to get past Chookagian to fight Valentina Shevchenko. And Jessica Andrade was able to do so. You know what I'm saying? Jessica Andrade, oh gosh. Jessica Andrade was able to stop Katlyn Chookagian. Sorry, y'all, somebody's texting me. She was able to stop Katlyn Chookagian, you know what I'm saying? And she was able to get past her, you know what I'm saying? So, but anybody, look at who Katlyn Chookagian turned away. She turned away Antonina Shevchenko, okay? She turned away Cynthia Calvillo, you know what I'm saying? At the time that her and Jennifer Maia fought, she turned away Jennifer Maia, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be hard for these girls to beat Katlyn Chookagian. So here I am thinking what would be crazy? The landscape for Joanna Jędrzejczyk, um, if Yo like Yo the landscape for Joanna Jędrzejczyk at 115 pounds, it's like, who does she really fight next though? That's like exciting. Like who is exciting? An exciting matchup for Joanna Jędrzejczyk. I mean, you got like maybe a couple, but that's not a whole lot because she's fought it. She beat Carla Esparza already, but that rematch is intriguing. She lost to Weili Zhang. She lost to Rose twice. There's Tatiana floating out there. There's Yao Xiaonan floating out there. You know, there's a couple of other names, but even those matchups are kind of like, okay. So I'm like, you know what would be crazy? That if Joanna Jędrzejczyk decides to go back to 125 pounds. God, and when that idea hit me, I was like, I gotta write an article on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, what if Joanna Jędrzejczyk goes to 125 pounds and right away, because she's already fought for that belt. She already fought for that 125 pound belt, but she didn't stay in the division. And she's always said she wanted to go back to 125 pounds. She always said, hey, I wouldn't mind fighting at 125 pounds. So what if Joanna takes this opportunity to go up to 125 pounds to challenge, to fight in that weight class again? Now, the question would be, now this is all hypothetically speaking, guys. Listen, let's not sit up here and say, listen, guys, let's let our imaginations run wild for a minute, okay? Let's let our imaginations run wild for a minute and think about how exciting of a fight this is, okay? Listen, guys, Joanna Jędrzejczyk goes up, let's say she goes up to 125 pounds. Now, I'm saying this is we don't know what Joanna Jędrzejczyk is doing right now. You know what I'm saying? The way she talking about how she want more money, she want this and that. We don't know what this woman's doing right now. So, she could say, hey, fuck y'all strawweights. I'm going back up to 125 pounds. I see it as easier pickings. You know what I'm saying? What if Joanna is thinking like that? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I was like, oh, that's such a great that's a great topic. So my imagination is, of course, I'm at work. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do my job. And what is my mind doing? My mind is running rampant. Like, literally running rampant because I'm like, man, like, what if, she goes up to 125 pounds and she fights somebody like Katlyn Chookagian. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a good damn fight. Now, I mean, just imagine if she did. Since flyweight seems to be where everybody's running to, you know what I'm saying? So, you got Jessica Andrade at flyweight. Then you would have Joanna Jędrzejczyk. You know what I'm saying? Like, if Joanna, I think her path to a title would be a lot easier at 100. It's a lot quicker. I wouldn't say easier. I definitely wouldn't say easier. I would say quicker. And the reason I say that is because if she could go up to 125 pounds and fight Katlyn Chookagian, you know what I'm saying, and beat Katlyn Chookagian, the only people that's in front of her is Jessica Andrade. You know what I'm saying? Like Jessica Andrade, and then she's already beat Jessica Andrade at strawweight though. So, you know what I'm saying? The question is like, how would they look at 125 pounds? How would the rematch look? You know what I'm saying? So, but back to the Chookagian fight, guys, stylistic wise, I would watch that fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, man, that's a good fight that we'll probably never see, but we could see something like that happen. Like, that's not like Joanna Jędrzejczyk going back up to 125 pounds and then putting a fight in front of her and it being Katlyn Chookagian. That is not 100% out of the realm of possibility here, guys. I mean, no, I'm just picking one of the scenarios and talking about it. You know what I'm saying? But I think that fight should happen. Like, I'm invested in that fight. Let's look at these comments. Colton, we're not talking about that, bro. What's up, Combo? Yeah, I think Joanna wants a title. She's promised another shot at Valentina. She'd fight Caitlyn. Yes, she wants a title no matter the weight, in my opinion. True. I like the matchup too. Bruh, listen, man. When you get to thinking about that matchup, man, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a beautiful fight at 125 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Because Katlyn Chookagian gonna do Katlyn Chookagian. That's one, and then Joanna Jędrzejczyk is gonna do Joanna Jędrzejczyk. You know, and if you want to talk about styles make matchup, guys, I mean, what other than striker versus grappler, what better matchup can you have than something like that? Not saying that, you know, these two are the best matchup in WMMA history, but stylistic wise, this is a great matchup. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause the reason why I think Chookagian, her style wasn't very effective against Valentina Shevchenko is because the counter striking of Valentina Shevchenko. You know what I'm saying? Like, Valentina is just an expert counter striker. And when you allow her to counter strike you, you know what I'm saying? When you allow that shit to happen like that, you know, and it's kind of hard to read Valentina because she's not a very active fighter. Like, she's like, when she's in there, Valentina is not doing, like, she's not like, okay, for instance, like when she fought Joanna Jędrzejczyk was the active jabber. I'm going to put it like that. You know what I'm saying? She was like the active jabber. She was the one coming forward, pumping a jab. It wasn't Valentina. Like, you don't see Valentina pumping a jab. Like, you see Valentina throwing a 1-2. You don't see Valentina pumping a jab. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys get what I'm saying? Hold on, guys. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Like, you just don't see, like, you just don't see Valentina like pumping a jab. You know what I'm saying? That's just not how she fights. You know what I'm saying? But I think, and that's part of the reason why the Chookagian fight, you know, Chookagian just didn't know what to do because Valentina wasn't giving Chookagian the openings. Like, she just wasn't giving. Right? Yeah. Combo. She picks her shots. Yes. Like, she wasn't giving Chookagian anything to work with. So, you know, so Chookagian was kind of lost. You know what I'm saying? So, when it comes to Joanna Jędrzejczyk versus Katlyn Chookagian, you got two active jabbers. That's the thing with me. Like, you know, you got two people who pump jabs and throw a lot of the same strikes. Now, their styles are very, very different. The style of Joanna Jędrzejczyk and Katlyn Chookagian, they're two totally different styles. But they throw a lot of the same strikes, though. You know what I'm saying? So, for instance, you're coming forward on Joanna Jędrzejczyk, what are you going to get? You're going to get kicks up the middle. You're going to get kicks to the face straight up. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get a jab. You're going to get a jab and an angle off. You're going to get a 1-2. You know, you're going to get a straight punch down the middle. It's the same thing with the other one. You're going to get a lot of the same stuff when you're coming forward on it. So, you know, in a fight like that, it would turn, you know, you got Muay Thai. You got Muay Thai in Joanna Jędrzejczyk, you know, versus like karate style, point fighting. You got point style Muay Thai versus point style karate / kickboxing with Chookagian. You know what I'm saying? I think that fight, guys, I do, man. I really do. I think that is a very, 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 very interesting fight. If you know, for the WMMA community, if Joanna Jędrzejczyk decides to go, and that's what's crazy is nobody has asked her that. Nobody has asked Joanna Jędrzejczyk, do you plan on going back to 125 pounds? Even though she said it when she was fighting for the title, but you know, nobody's asked her. Like, I would be asking her that. Like, yo, what's up with flyweight? What you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, what you doing with 100? You don't fought for the title. What you got? You know? I think that's what we need to see before the end of Joanna's career. Like, we need to see her fighting. I believe we need to see her fighting at 125 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Like, I believe we need to see that. Like, I want to see her at 125 pounds. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a good spot for Joanna Jędrzejczyk. And what better way to welcome her into the division than a fight, a striking battle with Katlyn Chookagian? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a beautiful fight. And if it goes into the clinch, man, you know, it's like, you know, Chookagian is not afraid to fight in the clinch. Both of these fighters are really good in the clinch. Like, and that's why I kept going, like, you know, this fight started as like what if she fought Chookagian to, what if she fought Chookagian? Like, you know what I'm saying? It went from like a thought to like, this thought is growing. Like, damn, that would be a good fight. Like, if this fight goes in the clinch, Chookagian is obviously going to be a tad bit bigger than Joanna Jędrzejczyk, but not by a lot at 125 pounds. Like, Joanna's a big girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it'd be a question of strength. Now, Valentina seemed to outmuscle Joanna at 125 pounds. She did. She seemed to outmuscle her a lot. You know what I'm saying? But could Chookagian do that? Like, could she do that? I think it'd be a great fight. They're both good in the clinch. Chookagian may try to take Joanna down, but we all know that Joanna has some of the best takedown defense in the game, and her ability to get back to her feet is the best we've ever seen across the sport of mixed martial arts. Like, her ability to get back through to her feet is crazy. Joanna, I think, will be physically stronger in the clinch. Yeah, you know, like, Chookagian does seem kind of noodly a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, Chookagian ain't really like strong. You know what I'm saying? For that, like, if you look at her frame, like, she don't breathe, like, she don't look like strength when you look at her. Like, you don't see strength. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like Jillian Robertson in a way. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't see them as like super strong girls when you look at them. You know, versus girls like Andrade, you know, Kunitskaya, Ketlen Vieira, you know, girls who are physically like Irene Aldana, like girls who are like physically imposing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you see those big girls and like Andrade and like Jennifer Maia even, you know what I'm saying? Versus, you know, Chookagian, who just doesn't, like, Chookagian is built to fight the way that she fights. You know what I'm saying? Like, the way Chookagian is built is just like perfect for her side, like for her style. You know what I'm saying? Like, that fighting long, you know what I'm saying? Like, throwing long kicks and long punches. Like, if you watch, like, I watched the Jennifer Maia versus Katlyn Chookagian fight today while I was at work, guys. I hope my manager is not listening, because he kept saying, BJ, what are you doing? He was like, you're zoned out. I'm like, I know, man. I really wasn't zoned out. I just wasn't listening to his ass. I mean, I'm just going to be honest with you here. You know, I just feel like that, you know, I just feel like it'd be a great fight, guys. Like, and this is just hypothetical situation. The next one that I'm going to talk about is going to be a little more realistic. Like, that more than likely could happen, versus, you know, Chookagian versus Joanna is just like a great idea. But guys, every last one of you would watch this fight, and every last one of you would be excited about this fight. You know what I'm saying? That's an exciting fight. If Joanna comes out and says, I'm fighting Katlyn Chookagian at 125 pounds, we're going to be like, whoa. Yeah, Katlyn doesn't overcommit to strike so she can move. Right. Yeah. And she's very in and out. Like, you know, she's very in and out. And I think she would have the reach advantage over Joanna too. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, hand speed and pop, I would give to Joanna Jędrzejczyk. You know, the hand speed is there, of course. You know. And the pressure too. Like, Chookagian is a pressure fighter, but she's a pressure fighter that stays just, you know, just like she fights like right at the limit of her reach. You know what I'm saying? Like, Chookagian fights at the very end of her reach. You know, and people criticize Chookagian for not fighting in the pocket, but guys, like, all fighters are not good at fighting in the pocket. You know what I'm saying? Like, some fighters are just not good at fighting in the pocket, so they choose not to. You know what I'm saying? Like people dog, oh, Chukagian, she don't hit hard. She always dance on the outside because maybe have you guys took 1 second to realize that maybe that is Chukagian style? Like, have you guys take 1 second to realize that maybe, Chukagian dancing around fighting at the very edge of her reach. You know what I'm saying? Like that, maybe that's just how she fights. Maybe she don't have the pop. She don't have the pop to fight in the pocket. She's got very long limbs. You know what I'm saying? Very long legs, very long arms. She's not meant to fight in the pocket unlike somebody like Weili Zhang or Jessica Andrade. Like Jessica's body is like built like a spring, like it's coiled, like ready to just spring out. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how she is, man. She can explode in the pocket like that. I don't think Chukagian has that kind of explosion. Just like perfect example, just like Yana Kunitskaya. You're not gonna see Yana Kunitskaya putting her head down and swinging in the pocket. You're not gonna see that because that's not where she fights. That's not where her strength is. Her strength is at the end of her reach. Her reach is her strength. When you have these tools like reach, Joanna is one of the fighters. Joanna is a fighter who has reach but can also fight in the pocket. You know what I'm saying? Karolina Kowalkiewicz thought she could fight in the pocket, but we seen what happened there. But as far as like fighters like Kunitskaya and Chukagian, man, those long point fighters. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just don't see them fighting in the pocket, man. You know what I'm saying? Some of them can, but, you don't really see a lot of them fighting in the pocket because they don't have that type of power. You know what I'm saying? And I think a fight with Joanna and Chukagian is very fucking intriguing, man. So I think that's a great matchup to make, and we would all fucking be excited about that. So, yeah. But go check out my corresponding article on that, guys. I will put that in the description. It's on bloodycanvas.net, and you'll see it. It's a great article, guys. Go read it. Go check it out. I think you'll like it. You guys see up in the top corner there, hashtag LDWMMA. Shout out to Coach Shelton Harrison. A shout out to my boy Combo Breaker 99. What's up, man? Always holding down the comment section. I appreciate that. There's 7 of y'all in here, man. Hit that like button. And of course, you know what I'm saying, my boys over at Bloody Canvas MMA, hashtag BCMMA, guys, bottom right corner. Subscribe to No Filter MMA on Twitter, Bloody Canvas MMA. Follow us on Twitter, guys. Vote show. Now, the next fight that I think should happen. Now, I was listening to my boy Combo Breaker 99 stream, guys. He was talking about, what he thinks should happen with Tatiana Suarez, upon coming up on her return, hopefully this summer. I think a good matchup for Tatiana Suarez is Amanda Ribas, man. I think Ribas is the matchup, and I know Ribas. Let's see when this fight with Marina Rodriguez. Let's see when this fight is. Because if Tatiana's not coming back till summertime, that's enough time for Ribas. If she can start Rodriguez, she can get Rodriguez out of there. Okay, it's this month. Okay, that fight is this month. So which I don't think Amanda Ribas will start Marina Rodriguez. I think that's gonna be a good fight. But let's say hypothetically, this is the hypothetical podcast tonight, guys. Let's say hypothetically that Joanna Amanda Ribas fucking starches Marina Rodriguez. First round stoppage. Okay? She would be ready to fight again by the summertime. She would definitely be ready to fight again by the summertime. Yes, that fight is the 23rd of this month, Combo Breaker. Amanda Ribas versus Marina Rodriguez. Yes, that fight is this month. So, when you think about that, man, when you put it like that, she could be primed and ready to fight Tatiana by summertime. Like, if she doesn't get any crazy injuries or nothing like that, Amanda Ribas is ready to fight. I think that's I think that's the fight to make. Because Amanda Ribas, if she beats Marina Rodriguez, she's going to have all sorts of momentum. You know what I'm saying? Like, and who better to face, like, who better to put in front of her than a Tatiana Suarez that's been out, you know what I'm saying, for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Like, who better to, by that time, it'll be 2 years that Tatiana Suarez has been out. So who better, I mean, really, who better to face her, who better to put in front of Amanda Ribas than Tatiana Suarez? Because if Amanda Ribas if she can dish Tatiana Suarez her first L, that's huge. Like, if she can dish out Tatiana Suarez's first L, that's huge. You know? So, you know, I mean, she is the O taker. You know what I'm saying? She took Mackenzie Dern's O. Why not put, why wouldn't she be able to take Tatiana Suarez's O? You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. That's the thing. That's why I think that this fight right here is a fight, is the fight that needs to happen. Let Tatiana take the first half of the year, continuing to heal on her neck. You know what I'm saying? I think she needs to do like stem cells. They say that stem cell shit is the way to go, man. I think somebody needs to like advise Tatiana Suarez to go get some stem cell shots in her neck, yo. Whatever's missing, like, that shit rebuilds it. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever's missing in there, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit heals, that shit rebuilds it. But back to what I was saying, you know what I'm saying? That's the fight to make. If Tatiana Suarez can turn back Amanda Ribas, for one, that is huge for Tatiana Suarez, especially coming back from a layoff, from a neck injury. You know what I'm saying? And if Amanda Ribas can just snatch another O, like she did with Mackenzie Dern, you know, similar situation, coming back from a long time being off, you know what I'm saying? Like, and snatch up that, you know, and Ribas snatch up Tatiana Suarez. Oh, she's snatching up somebody who's, you know, even though she's been out for 2 years, ranked in the top 5. You know, if she beats Tatiana Suarez, man, she's right up in the mix. Amanda Ribas gets, you know, inserted into the conversation. But I don't, you know, if Tatiana Suarez wins, though, I think it's lesser of a reward for Tatiana Suarez. But, you know, it may set Tatiana up for a title eliminator fight for sure. Which I think the fight with Nina Ansaroff was a title eliminator fight. But it is what it is. But Tatiana Suarez versus Amanda Ribas, guys, that is the fight to make. I think that's the one right there to make. Let's look at these comments. If Amanda beats Marina, then fights Tatiana, I'm going to roll the dice and pick Amanda. Yeah, man. I mean, yeah, you can say that. I mean, that's what you, if that's, you know, if that's who you rolling with, that's who you rolling with. It is what it is. You know, but I'm going to have to go Tatiana Suarez, man. You know, I just think, you know, now when you talk stylistic matchup, then we got a whole nother conversation here, guys. We got a whole nother conversation. The question is not going to be, you know, the question is going to be, can Amanda Ribas stop the wrestling of Tatiana Suarez? That is her bread and butter. She's never going to forget how to do that. It's 2 questions leading to this fight. If that fight would have happened, there's 2 big questions leading into it. The first one being, is Tatiana Suarez's striking improved? Has she taken this time to not only heal from the neck injury, but has she taken this time to improve her striking game? Has she taken this time? That's the question. And I mean, that's a big question. You know, and the question is, can Amanda Ribas stop the takedowns of Tatiana Suarez? And can she defend against Tatiana Suarez on the ground? Can she find a way to grab the neck of Tatiana, or, you know, make Tatiana panic on the ground when it comes to that neck? You know what I'm saying? Like, will Tatiana put herself in that type of situation? You know, so let's look at these comments. First person who beats Tatiana, their win will be played down because of Suarez's neck. Yeah, that's absolutely the truth. That is absolutely 100% the truth, TJ. That'll be the first thing out people's mouth is Tatiana's neck. Tatiana's neck. Tatiana's neck. Another question is, can Tatiana compete on the ground with Amanda? What what kind of question is, can Tatiana Suarez compete on the ground with Amanda? Are you talk? Can Amanda Ribas pull off anything from up under Tatiana Suarez? Is the question. Can she pull off anything from up under Tatiana Suarez? That's the question. Will she be able to work anything from the ground? Another question is, will Tatiana still charge forward like a bull now that her neck is injured? Tatiana didn't really charge forward like a bull, though. That's not really how Tatiana fights, though. She doesn't fight like that. Tatiana uses a lot of kicks, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, the question is, will she learn how to cut off the octagon? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a big flaw in Tatiana's game. If she doesn't cut off the octagon, she circles with her opponent. Like, she circles instead of cutting off the octagon, because I think she's not comfortable with the hands. Like, in her past fights, she hadn't really been too comfortable with the hands. You know, so cutting off the octagon would require you to throw something at the end of it. And I just don't feel like, you know, Tatiana is super comfortable yet. You know what I'm saying? Throwing something that could hurt you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so that's why I'm hoping that Tatiana has improved in her striking game. Some of her clips on her Instagram, it looks like she's been working a lot on striking, since she can't do a whole lot on the ground. You know, she can't really do a whole lot. She looks to be working a lot on her stand-up, man. As far as this whole fighting style has to change if she can't get her neck 100%. That's true. That takedown charge of hers is too risky with the neck injury. She'll have to adapt. Oh, yeah. She's going to have to, she just can't blindly, you know, she's going to have to set it up with a strike, man. That's the best way, I think, that's her best bet, I think, you know, because she can't do that with the neck now. She got to be easy with the neck. So she got to set it up with a strike. Like, Tatiana got to throw a big strike, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, she got to throw something. Like Combo said, I think Tatiana Suarez can generate some power. Like, look at how big she is up in her shoulder area, man. Like, I think Tatiana Suarez can generate some power, man. She did sting Nina Ansaroff with a left hand, you know, in the third round of that fight. She did land a beautiful straight left a straight right on, I can't remember. It might have been a straight left. It was a left, yes. She landed a beautiful straight left on Nina Ansaroff in that third round, man. You know, and I think Tatiana really got to just throw some heat, man. She got to throw some heat. You know, she got to find different ways of getting these girls to the ground instead of charging forward. But yeah, I'm sure her team and everybody's been working on that. You know, Tatiana has a good team, and I'm sure that, you know, they're being neck cautious. You know, if she's targeting a summer 2021 return, you know, I'm sure her team has advised her correctly. Guys, hit that like button, guys. Please hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. All right, guys. Remember, Amanda is a black belt in BJJ, and Tatiana hasn't faced a black belt in BJJ yet. True? You see Robert Henry. Oh, there go Robert Henry right there. Yeah, man. So I think that's just some interesting fights, man. Interesting fights. But as far as like, now I did want to talk. What was that Combo you wanted me to say? Oh, Combo. On Combo's video, everybody was talking about the rankings at strawweight, and somehow Amanda Ribas' name came up, saying that she should be in the top 10 or something like that. Or what was it? What was it that was said? It was something that was said. And Combo was like, BJ, you got to talk about this, because I said I responded to it like, no, like Rebus has a ways to work. Like somebody in the comment section was trying to put Amanda Rebus in the conversation about the mix up of who should be fighting who at the top of 115 pounds. Somewhere out the blue came Amanda Rebus's name, and I made the comment. I was like, no, like based on what Amanda Rebus has done in the UFC, I mean, yeah, like if Jillian Robinson is not worthy, to be in the top 10. I mean, if you want to look at resumes, let's check out resumes. I mean, let's look at the UFC resume. Let's see what these girls have done. Let's see what Amanda Rebus, and we know what Jillian Robinson has done in the UFC. So let's look at Amanda Rebus's UFC record. Okay. All right. So her last fight was to Poliana Viana. First fight in the UFC was Spitfire Whitmire. Okay, so she said 4 fights in the UFC. Yeah, see, already, man, only 4 fights in the UFC. You got Emily Whitmire. You got Mackenzie Dern. Mackenzie Dern was her second fight in the UFC. Randa Marcos and Paige Van Zandt. Yeah, man, for me, it's just, yeah, man, that's not a very solid record, man. Like, you mean, her most credible win is Mackenzie Dern. Emily Whitmire, I love Spitfire Whitmire. I do, man. Like, I love Spitfire. You know what I'm saying? But she just, she's just not high level competition. Stamina. Come on, man. Please don't. Listen, man, like, I don't want to argue with you tonight. I don't want to argue with nobody tonight. I just want to talk MMA, okay? Like, can we just talk MMA? Can we leave, like, side snooty comments to the side tonight? Because that shit gets old, Stamina. Like, it really does, bro. Like, that shit gets old, bro. Anyways, like, Emily Whitmire, man, like, I like her, but she's just not high-level talent, you know what I'm saying? And Mackenzie Dern was coming off of a pregnancy 4 months after giving birth. I thought it was a little premature, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can kind of say that about that fight. Randa Marcos hadn't been looking too hot. Paige Van Zandt hadn't been looking too hot either. So, I mean, it's like, it's kind of like, where do you go? And then, it's just like the quality of opponents other than Mackenzie Dern. Jillian Robinson's, they share Emily Whitmire, but, Jillian Robinson's resume in the UFC is just much, much better. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that much better, but it's better. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jillian Robinson's time, she's faced better people than Amanda Rebus has faced. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, other than Mackenzie Dern, like, well, hell, she beat Mackenzie Dern. I'm gonna say you got Macy Barber in there. But I just feel like Jillian's been in there with better fighters and she's beat better fighters than as a whole, she's beat better fighters than Amanda Rebus has. That's just what I think. And that's what I'm saying. And now, it's different landscapes, different divisions, but if a fighter like Jillian Robinson can't be in the UFC, can't be in the top 10, then I don't think Amanda Rebus should be either. I mean, I don't. Like, I mean, 4 fights in, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't think so. Yeah, I'm not saying, dude, TJ, did I ever say that? I did. Did you not fucking hear me say that Jillian's resume is not that much better? Her UFC resume is not that much better, but it's better. I'm about to start, man, straight up, man. I'm about to start, I'm about to start blocking some of y'all out of my motherfucking streams, man, straight up. Because y'all act like y'all just don't hear what people say, man. Y'all sit here and listen to me say what I'm saying, and then you type stupid comments as if you just didn't listen to what I just said. I mean, that's just so ass backwards. That's ass backwards. I just said that her resume is not that much better, but it is better than Amanda Rebus's. And you type and you type, "Where's Jillian's resume of high-profile competition?" Do you? I mean, what the fuck, TJ? What the fuck? Anyway, though, so it would. Don't you be singing a different tune? What? Let me. Beating Dern tops beating Casey. Okay. And once again, I've said everyone except for Mackenzie Dern. Like, TJ, listen, God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. Do you not listen, TJ? Dude, do you not listen, bro? You gotta listen to what I'm saying, bro, before you type these damn redundant ass comments. Anyways, beating Dern tops after Dern won. You be singing different tune. Exactly, because she won. The story, the landscape the conversation wouldn't be the same if Dern had won the fight, TJ. Duh. The fuck? What the fuck? What planet is what is TJ listening to? Thank you, Combo. Those are interesting points. Combo, I don't know exactly where she'd be ranked, but if Rebus fights Jillian, I'm putting my money on Amanda. I'm not to mention the Savage Vets turned down a fight with her. True. Where's Jillian's resume? Oh, okay, whatever. It's easy to look at opponent / resume and skew an opinion towards or against the fighter. Consider also what they did in their fights and how they rose to the occasion or not. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I mean, just the fact that who she fought, man. I mean, it's just like she fought 3 people who were who've been less than 75% for a long time. Like, well, I guess you could say Mackenzie Dern was coming back from having a baby, so she wasn't 100%. But Randa Marcos and Paige Van Zandt ain't been great. They ain't been looking too hot lately. And Emily Whitmire hasn't either. So, I mean, Dern is stronger. Dern is a stronger victory, despite how I feel about Dern. So no one can disagree with you. Dude, I'm not saying to disagree with me, TJ, but I'm sitting. Everything that you typed, I had said something about that, and then you typed it as if you didn't hear me say it. Like, you tried to say that I was saying that Jillian Robinson fought high-level competition when I said that Jillian Robinson's her UFC resume is not that much better, but it's better than Amanda Ribas. So based on, unless you weren't listening and didn't hear me say that, what would make you type what you typed? What would make you type, point out Jillian's high-level resume? Who said Jillian's resume was high-level? Who said that, TJ? You're not listening. That's your problem. I'm sitting here talking and you're not listening. Then what the fuck are you listening to? It's like TJ reading the comments trying to guess what I'm saying. What? Jesus Christ. Anyways. Okay, well, if you disagree okay, TJ, then that's your opinion. I'm not saying that what I'm saying is facts. I'm speaking on my opinion. What the hell? Dude, share your opinion. Stop. The first thing you want to do when it comes to me is argue. I sit back and watch y'all in Combo stream. Y'all are not that combative and argumentative with Combo. When he expresses his opinion, fucking express your opinion, put it out there, and move the fuck on. Why do you want to argue about shit? When it comes to me, everybody wants to fucking argue. I'm gonna start kicking y'all the fuck up out of here with that shit. Like, straight up. That shit is annoying as shit. Just put what you think and let's fucking move on. Ugh. BJ, you're talking in capitals again. Shut up, Stamina. I'm interested to know who you feel is G-Rob's most credible opponent. I think with who she's been given to, Her most credible opponent, I would say Courtney Casey. In the UFC, her most credible win, her most credible opponent, I think, was Macy Barber. But her most credible win, I think, was Courtney Casey. For sure, because nobody expected Jillian Robinson to beat Courtney Casey. When Courtney Casey moved to flyweight, they fed her Jillian Robinson. And everyone thought, all the hype was on Courtney Casey moving to flyweight, and we're going to feed her Jillian Robinson. You know what I'm saying? Jillian Robinson went out there and dominated that fight from bell to bell. I mean, it is what it is. I know what you mean as far as rankings go. Andrea Lee shot up to the top 10 off less competition and still holds on to a top spot with 3 losses. Yeah, you see what they did to Jillian Robinson when she lost 1 fight. They fucking booted her out of the rankings. I'm like, dude, she worked so fucking hard to get there. She loses 1 fight and she's just out of the rankings. You know what I'm saying? And Alexis Davis and Andrea Lee are still ranked. Like, that's what's funny to me. Like, girls like Andrea Lee and Alexis Davis. Alexis Davis don't even fight. You know what I'm saying? And they still holding on to ranked positions. I'm just like, at this point, I'm just like, whatever, man. Jillian's best win is Emily Whitmore. She never fought Emily Whitmore. Yeah, she never fought Emily Whitmore. But anyways, yeah, man. So with that being said, dude, if Amanda Ribas, if Jillian Robinson can't hold on to a ranking, you know what I'm saying? Like, hold on to a fucking ranking. Like, let the girl keep her spot for once. Give the girl time to fucking prove herself. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they boot her out of the fucking rankings in 1 loss. Like, that's just so odd and strange to me, man, how they do that. You know, it's just hard. It's not hard, but it's odd and it's very strange, man. Who the fuck is voting on these rankings? I mean, okay, right. Well, that's what TJ is saying. Casey is G-Rod's best win. Dern is Ribas' best win. Dern is more credible, Scott. I'm saying Jillian's no. That ain't what he's. That may be part of what he's saying, Stamina. But what he was doing was trying to say that I was saying something that I didn't say. You know what I'm saying? By putting the statement, he was trying to say, like I was saying, that Jillian Robinson has had high level talent in the UFC. That's what Marcus Bell was trying to get me. That's what he was trying to make it out that I was saying, which I was not saying that. So. And what I'm saying is that he didn't fucking listen to me make the statement 2 seconds earlier before he typed that shit out. That's what I'm saying. This is part of what he was saying. Right, but Courtney Casey wasn't coming off of 4 months from having a baby either. So I kind of hold that win kind of like, you know, I kind of hold that win. That those 2 wins are on the same level for me. You know what I'm saying? Because Mackenzie Dern was 4 months out from having a kid, dude. It was way premature for her to come in there and fight. Courtney Casey was coming hot off of strawweight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, Courtney Casey was hot off strawweight. You know, you got a cold Mackenzie Dern coming in, you know, and fighting. I just don't think Mackenzie Dern, it's not the same Mackenzie Dern that's on a 3-fight streak right now. Isn't it 3 fight? Yeah, she's on a 3-fight streak. Like, I don't think it's that same Mackenzie Dern. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it had been the Mackenzie Dern that fought, the same Mackenzie that fought Verna Jandiroba, you know what I'm saying? Then imagine if it was Ribas versus that Dern. You know what I'm saying? That's a much better Dern than we've seen in the fight. And this most recent Dern in the fight with Randa Marcos, like, just a much better Mackenzie Dern that we've seen. And she just was very sloppy, very slow, very open in that fight with Amanda Ribas. You know what I'm saying? Left herself open to be countered. She just looked lost in there. She didn't look confident. In these last few fights, Mackenzie Dern has looked very, very confident. You know, she didn't look very confident in that fight with Ribas. You know, her breasts were like, look at the size of her breast. When she no, not trying to be vulgar or anything, but she was very top heavy, like, her boobs were full of milk. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just so odd. Like, look at Mackenzie Dern now. Look at her chest now. You know what I'm saying? In the fights now that she's in, her chest is very small. versus when she fought Amanda Ribas, her chest was huge. Like, her chest was huge when she fought Amanda Ribas. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's just a different Mackenzie Dern, I think. You know what I'm saying? And Ribas capitalized on that. You know what I'm saying? She capitalized on that early return to Mackenzie Dern, and she benefited from it. But she fought Randa Marcos and Paige Van Zandt afterwards. And, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know how to talk about that Paige Van Zandt fight. That was just some foolery because, I mean, Paige got called out by I just thought that was really weird how Amanda Ribas got that fight. Like, why did Amanda Ribas get that fight? You know what I'm saying? Because there were so many girls calling out Paige at 125. Montana, Macy, Jillian. You know what I'm saying? Like, all these girls were calling her out at 125. And she didn't want to fight none of them. She didn't want to fight. She turned down Montana. Like, she didn't respond. I mean, she didn't say she wanted to fight. She was caught up in this Macy Barber thing, but she didn't want that smoke. Paige didn't want that Macy Barber smoke. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it just is like Paige Van Zandt didn't want that Macy Barber smoke. Because Macy Barber would have put a hurting on her. Like, she didn't want that Jillian Robinson smoke. And obviously she didn't want that Montana. Like, you would think that Paige would have took that Montana De La Rosa fight. You would thought that Paige would have taken that. You know what I'm saying? Montana would have whooped her ass all over that damn octagon. Montana would have whooped her ass all over that octagon. And it's just kind of strange how Amanda Ribas went up to 125 to fight her. Like, I thought that whole thing was odd. Like, why Amanda Ribas? Like, that's kind of a shot. Like, that's just random and like a shot in the dark. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was weird. I thought it was weird. Let's look at these comments. Someone nicknamed her Milky Dern. Yeah, dude, her chest was huge in that fight with Ribas, dude. Let's see. Let me look at these comments. Let me go back up. They do too much for KK Lee's overrated record. Right, you're right. Andrea Lee hasn't even fought a top 10 fighter. Yes, she has. She fought Roxanne. Oh, I didn't think you'd get to do that. See, that's the skewing thing again. Nobody forced her in there. Nobody forces anyone in there. Well, yeah. I didn't say she was broken. I just think she just wasn't 100%. Like, I felt she rushed herself back in there. I don't feel like anybody forced her, anybody rushed her. I think she rushed herself back in there. That's what I'm saying. I think she made that choice to get back in there. I think she did it too early. Not anyone forcing her to, Stamina. Someone named Milky. Oh, I hear you, but I don't think any of us get to be that panicky about it. Is that what Milky Dern is? Yeah, Leo. Yo, her top half was huge in that fight, bro. I'm assuming when I'm putting those pieces together, Ribas got that fight because the UFC saw the bill and they were right clearly. Yeah, man. I mean, but a lot of people giving that fight a lot of weight, man. They giving that fight a lot of weight. That win over Paige, man. That's not that fight really don't hold a whole lot of weight. Yeah, she hadn't beat a top 10 fighter, right. Now, when she turned back Montana De La Rosa, though, you know what I'm saying, that was big for Andrea Lee to beat De La Rosa. You know what I'm saying? Because if De La Rosa had beat Andrea Lee, De La Rosa probably would have been in the top 10 for sure. Because Andrea Lee was like number 7 when they fought. It was 11 versus 7. Yeah, so, I mean, yeah, it was big for her to turn back Montana De La Rosa, but man, she ain't moved since. It's like, damn, man. That's the last fight she won, I believe. Let me look up Andrea Lee's. I think the last fight she won was against Montana De La Rosa. Let me see. Andrea Lee. I think the last fight that Andrea Lee won was Montana De La Rosa. Yeah, that was the last fight she won was against Montana De La Rosa. June 20. She's lost to Calderwood, Murphy, and Modafferi ever since then. You know, and I think that if those had been Montana De La Rosa's next opponents, I think Montana could have won 2 out of 3 of those fights. Joanne Calderwood, Lauren Murphy, Roxanne Modafferi. I think the only one that I can for sure say beats Montana De La Rosa would be Lauren Murphy. I think Lauren Murphy for sure would beat Montana De La Rosa, but I think Joanne Calderwood and Roxanne Modafferi, those would have been interesting fights for Montana. You know, so yeah, man. But Andrea Lee lost to all 3 of them. Like Andrea Lee lost to all 3 of them, yo. There's no weight there. Plenty of people have beat Paige VanZant. Rebus is just the only one that get any shine off of the victory. None of her opponents did. None of her other opponents. Yeah, I know. Right. Yep. You right. See, Macy tried to like force her to fight. You know, like Macy tried to force her to fight. But Macy would have smoked her, dude. Like Macy, I'm sorry, man, but I think that Jillian Robinson and Macy Barber both would have smoked Paige VanZant. You know, I think the fight with Montana would have been kind of competitive only because like Montana would have tried to stand and strike with Paige VanZant. You know what I'm saying? Like I think the fight would have went longer. I think Montana would have won that fight, but I think Jillian Robinson and Macy Barber both would have smoked Paige VanZant. I'm sorry, man. Like, Paige almost got beat by Rachel Ostovich. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying, dude. It is what it is. But, yeah, man. Those are, you know, it's just hard for me to understand Andrea Lee's position at 125 pounds. Like, what is her position there? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think the fight needs to be. I mean, I wish it wasn't too early to rematch her. I think it's not. I mean, it's been 3 fights since she fought Montana. I think make the Montana fight, man. Rebook it. Rebook that fight with Montana. Shit. I would love to see that shit. Rebook the Montana fight with the improvements that De La Rosa's made in her striking. I would love to see that shit. But somebody got to get Andrea Lee the hell up out them rankings, man. It just is what it is. Like, somebody got to get Andrea Lee. Yo, who gonna get Andrea Lee out them rankings, man? Does Andrea Lee have a fight book? Let's go back and look. Let's go see if Andrea Lee has a fight book. I'm tired of Andrea Lee, man, to be honest. What? They're not even... Oh, okay. Let's see. Andrea Lee. Does she have a fight booked? No, she don't even have a fight book, man. Dude, Miranda Maverick could get her out of there, dude. I think Miranda Maverick can get Andrea Lee out of there, dude. I do, man. I think she could. Paige VanZant seems to lose by sub. It's the thing. Barber ain't got no subs. G-Rob could tap her, but Barber couldn't TKO Paige. I don't think. She's tough as old Boost. Yes, she is tough, but Barber cracker, though. Macy Barber cracker. She, you know, listen, dude, when Macy hit girls hard, dude, she stuns them like, when she hit Jillian, dude, like, I mean, I know Jillian said she was still there, but she stunned her, bro. Like, Jillian was stunned. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was stunned by Macy Barber. And JJ Aldridge got stunned by Macy. Only person I didn't see get stunned by Macy was Roxanne Modafferi, man. Like, I'm just saying, like, that's the only person I didn't see get stunned by Macy Barber was God. Oh boy. The only person that is not the only person that Macy done been in there with that ain't stung, that she ain't stung. I think it's Roxanne Modafferi. Um, but now what's intriguing is the fight with Alexa Grasso and Macy Barber, guys. I mean, that fight is amazing. I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go Alexa Grasso, man. I just feel like Alexa Grasso is just too mobile. She's too quick. She's too fast, man. She gets out of the way. You know what I'm saying? And Alexa Grasso, I'm telling you, man, she's sitting down on her punches a little bit at flyweight. Roxy was stunned on the way. Come on, stamina. What does that mean, though? She was stunned on the way to the octagon. What does that mean? What does that mean? Yeah. Like Roxanne didn't get. Roxanne was like, nope. Like you ain't hitting me. Like hell, dog. Like listen, y'all. Y'all see how Roxanne be blinking in it? Like Roxanne can't even see in there. Listen, y'all. Roxanne Modafferi can't even see in there. Like when the fighters are in their corners and they get ready to, and the referee get ready to say fight, and the camera's on them. Like Roxanne is like a like her eyes are like a camera trying to focus. Like you know when you're trying to take a picture of something, you tap it on your phone screen to get the focus. Like that's what's going on in Roxanne's eyes. Like every time she blinks, she tapping the screen, trying to get the screen to focus. Listen, y'all. Roxanne can't even see in there. Roxanne was in there bobbing and weaving on Macy Barber. Like that was crazy, man. Bobbing and weaving on Macy Barber. It was so funny, man. She be blinking fast as hell. And I'm like, Roxanne can't even see. Like she can't even see. That's sad getting beat by someone who can't see. Bro, I'm telling y'all, Roxanne, Stamina said, Roxy just did that swinging at colors and shit. Stamina said, Roxy just did that swinging at colors and shit. She doesn't even have an opponent across from her. Man, that is so funny. Yo, she is swinging at shapes and colors, though. I mean, that's what she got to be. Cause man, listen, ain't no reason for Roxanne to be blinking like that unless she can't see at all. Roxanne be blinking hard at the beginning. Like, go watch a Roxanne Modafferi fight. Like, when the camera be on Roxanne, like, she be trying to, like, clear, like... Like, Roxanne be blinking trying to hope that when she open, it's clear. It ain't clear. It ain't gonna be clear, Rox. Listen, people, Lauren Murphy got it right. Lauren Murphy got it right because Roxanne was swinging that ab when she was fighting Lauren Murphy. Oh boy, that's so funny. Yeah, she really can't see. Like Roxanne can't see, man, and she got in there and beat the hell out of Macy Barber. I couldn't believe it, man. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it that Roxanne beat Macy up like that in there. She couldn't even see it. Man. But Paige, man, yeah, like Paige she'd have got beat up by Macy Barber, dude. Like, she would have got beat up. Beat up. But it's interesting to see where these girls go next. Like, who does Miranda Maverick have a fight booked? Let me see. Combo, just so you know, I'm still salty about Miranda Maverick beating Liana Jojua. I'm still salty about that. Yeah, man. Viviane Araújo, man, she's in there, dude. Like, Viviane is in there. Like, it is what it fucking is. Viviane Araújo is in there. Like, I got respect on Viviane's name, dude. I got respect on it. But girls that beat Montana usually don't do well after they fight Montana, though. That's the thing that worries me about, you know what I'm saying? Look at what happened to Andrea Lee after she beat Montana. Does Miranda Maverick have a fight? No, she doesn't have a fight. We could possibly be seeing Combo. We might get a fight after all, Combo. It may not be the fight we think we getting, but we may get Jillian Robinson versus Miranda Maverick. Ooh. We may get Jillian Robinson versus Miranda Maverick. Combo. Where you at, Combo? Miranda Maverick versus Jillian Robinson, bro. That's a great fight. I'm down for that fight. Either I want to see Miranda Maverick fight Jillian Robinson, or I want to see Miranda Maverick fight Antonina Shevchenko. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see her fight Antonina or Jillian Robinson. That's what I want to see. I want to see one of those two. I want to see her fight Antonina or Jillian Robinson. Let's see. If Miranda Maverick don't fight Jillian Robinson, she should fight Antonina Shevchenko. But I think Jillian Robinson could be the matchup because Montana's got a fight booked, so it ain't gonna be Montana. You know what I'm saying? It's probably gonna be Jillian Robinson, bro. Fear the Maverick versus Savage. I like it. Yeah, that's a fight. Or better yet, or maybe not better yet, we could get Andrea Lee versus. Does Andrea Lee have a fight booked? Let's see. Andrea Lee versus Miranda Maverick. Or I think they may rebook Andrea Lee versus Jillian Robinson, though, for real. I really do think they'll rebook that. Andrea Lee don't have a fight. So Miranda Maverick versus Andrea Lee. But yeah, that brings you back. That brings me back to the point that Combo made that Miranda Maverick can get Andrea Lee the fuck up out of there. I think so. I think Miranda Maverick can get Andrea Lee up out of there. Straight up. And I think I'm going to speak this into the air too. Combo Breaker 99. And let's see if I already done put Joanna versus Chukagian out there. I'm gonna throw Ariane Lipski and Liana Jojua out there. I'm gonna throw Ariane Lipski and Liana Jojua out there. Summer 2021. Summer 2021 we'll get Liana Jojua versus Ariane Lipski. Oh yes. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a bigger win for her. Maverick versus Lee would be doing Miranda a big favor. Yeah, that'd be doing her a big favor. And I'll actually a fight with Jillian Robinson would too, because girls get a lot of clout for beating Jillian Robinson. You know what I'm saying? Like, girls that beat Jillian, they get a lot of clout for beating Jillian for some reason. Like Macy Barber got a lot of clout for beating Jillian Robinson. Now everybody's praising Taylor Santos for beating Jillian Robinson. So it's out there. Lipski versus Jojua. Yeah, dude, that's exciting. Those two are like, it's exciting fights with those two. Like, something always happens. Like, Jojua, something always happens in her fights. Like, she got that crazy submission over Diana Belbita, and then the blood from the second fight that she was in. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's always something goes on in a Jojua fight. But Lipski versus Jojua, I'm down for that. I'm definitely down for that. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, Lipski's at ATT now? Ooh wee. Lipski's at ATT. Is she really? That's what Ariane Lipski needs though. That if that's true what you're saying, if that's true what you're saying, that's what she needs. That's where Lipski needs to go. I think they can help Lipski become KSW Lipski. I think that her going to AT&T, if that's true, if she's going to AT&T, then it's AT&T. If she's going to ATT, they can help her start getting back to being KSW Ariane Lipski. Oh man, it's true. Lipski is at AT&T. Oh man, listen. They could be making a monster over there, y'all. I'm telling you, man. When we talk about these fighters, and we see these fighters that need, what I'm saying, new training camps and whatnot, now that we see it happening, what I'm saying, like, okay, if Liana Jojua goes to AT&T, guys, I keep saying AT&T, ATT, guys, that could be the move that could help Ariane Lipski reach her full potential. Guys, Ariane Lipski, listen, man, she's had a rough run in the UFC. I mean, I gotta admit that. You know what I'm saying? Ariane Lipski's my girl. You know what I'm saying? And I love Ariane Lipski. But guys, Lipski there's a killer inside of Ariane Lipski, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's just it needs to be bought out. It needs to be bought out. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. I saw that, but I didn't put two and two together, man. I didn't put two and two together, bro. I'm sorry. Listen, guys, there's a killer inside of Ariane Lipski, man. You know what I'm saying? You guys gotta see that shit. You gotta see that shit. Like, there's a killer inside of Ariane Lipski. And somebody's gotta bring that killer out of her, man. Listen, man, when she hit Antonina Shevchenko, I said she gonna knock her out. Dude, and then Antonina snuck under with that takedown, and that was brilliant fight IQ by Antonina Shevchenko, dude, because I thought Lipski was going to, if she'd have hit Antonina one more time like that, she would have put Antonina the fuck out. Like, I'm telling you, man, like, Lipski, if she would have landed, if that fight would have stayed on the feet, listen, man, she would have hurt Antonina Shevchenko. Antonina did not want any part. She got hit one time. You know what I'm saying? Lipski hit her one time. And she didn't want any more of it. And I said as soon as she did, I said she gonna knock her out. Like, you can ask my boys that were sitting here with me, man. And like, as soon as that first, because they landed two rights, like Antonina swung one and Lipski answered one. And Lipski just ate Antonina's. And Antonina was like, the look on her face, like she started trying to blink it out of her eye. Like, she was like, her eye like instantly started blinking. And she was back, like, she started backing up. Like, Lipski was coming forward, and then boom, Antonina takes that takedown. Smart move by Antonina Shevchenko. Because dude, I'm telling you, that's about like that spinning back fist that Charmaine Tweet landed on Megan Anderson and Invicta. Like, she ate it, but she was hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, they ate it, but they was both hurt. Yeah, Marcus Bell, she acting like a butterfly, man. Like, I'm telling y'all, man, there's a killer inside of Ariane Lipski, man. And if she can get back to being KSW flyweight champion Ariane Lipski, that's what we need. We need the Queen of Violence. You know what I'm saying? That's what we need. But I think we were gonna see it in that fight with Antonina. But Antonina took her down and put her on her back, man. Great move by Antonina, because Lipski was gonna hurt Antonina, man. I'm telling you, dude, like, it was kind of like a Macy Barber Roxanne thing, except Roxanne didn't get hit. But man, she hit Antonina hard, man. Like, go back and watch that fight, man, and just like watch after Lipski connects, how the look on Antonina's face, like she immediately, like you could just tell she was like instinctually just, backing up, like, with her hands ready to punch, but she was hurt, dude. Like she instantly, like she met Ariane in the middle, she got hit one time and she backed all the way up to the damn cage, man. Like I couldn't believe that Lipski backed her up like that, man. I couldn't believe that. I was surprised because I thought Antonina hit hard. I thought Antonina was like a powerful striker, but she hadn't really shown it though. Like she hadn't really shown a whole lot of power in her punches. Like you would think Antonina, she looks like a big, strong, powerful striker, but you ain't really seen it though. I hadn't really seen her like really hit somebody though. And like, I just hadn't really seen her hit anybody. Yeah, I think if you not think about it, yes, she did, dude. She ate a few hot ones from Lipski, dude, but that's why the fight took place on the ground. Antonina did not rely on her Muay Thai at all in that fight. Like, I mean, she couldn't. It makes me question, what I'm saying? Like, how good is her striking, though? Like, how good is her striking? Like, she wasn't even content enough to stand and trade with Lipski. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what got me, was that she wasn't even content enough to stand. Like, Antonina executed a whole new game plan in this fight to avoid the strikes with Lipski. You know what I'm saying? Like, she demonstrated a whole new side to her game. You know what I'm saying? Like, whoa. Let me look at these comments. Lipski is the Brazilian version of Grasso. They both hold themselves back, training to a certain extent, but mental block for the most part. I feel like that too. Right now, Lipski, I admit that Lipski was catching Antonina. I was a little surprised. I was shocked too, man. Yeah, man, I was surprised. Like, and that, like, how good is Antonina striking though? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because when Chookagian and Antonina fought, like, you didn't really see that fight. You didn't see no open distance fighting in that till the end of the fight. It really wasn't a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't a whole lot of striking in that fight. But she did catch Roxanne a couple of times, but you know what I'm saying? Like, Roxanne was in there though. You know what I'm saying? Like, Roxanne was in there with Antonina. Antonina just hasn't looked very impressive. Like, she just hasn't looked impressive all around. I mean, like, she's had her moments. Like, so, I was surprised when she took down Ariane Lipski like that. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, yes, she dominated Lipski on the ground. But look what happened when somebody who's known for being good on the ground takes her down, like Antonina. I mean, like Roxanne Modafferi. You know what I'm saying? Like, Roxanne Modafferi is a high-level ground fighter. And, Katlyn Chookagian is a brown belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I mean, those girls dominated Antonina on the ground. You know what I'm saying? And she, and Antonina was able to dominate Lipski on the ground, but Lipski's not known for her grappling though. Like, Lipski, she pulled off that submission over Luana Carolina, but Lipski's not known for that. She's not called the violence queen for submitting people. No, she's called the queen of violence for bludgeoning girls. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's her thing. That she does have, but does she have a ground game though? Does she have a ground game? I mean, like I said, look at what she did. Look at her on the ground against girls who are known for being good on the ground. And then look at her versus somebody who's not known for being good on the ground. So you got to think about that too, bro. You got to think about that too. So it's like, how good is her ground game? You know what I'm saying? Like, how good is it? Like, if it was somebody like Montana De La Rosa, or if it was somebody like Liana Jojua, or if it was somebody like Miranda Maverick, or if it was one of those girls, or I'm gonna even go as far and say, I'm gonna pull this one out the hat, Alexis Davis. You know what I'm saying? What if Antonina was fighting somebody like that who actually, those girls who are actually good on the ground? You know what I'm saying? Like girls who are actually good on the ground. What's gonna happen then? Those aren't Lipskis. Those aren't the Lipskis, the Agapovas. You know what I'm saying? Those aren't those girls. We're talking about girls who are known for their submissions, known for their grappling techniques. You know what I'm saying? How would Antonina do against somebody like that? Because we've seen how she did against Roxanne Modafferi, and we've seen how she did against Katlyn Chookagian. Katlyn Chookagian, very well-rounded fighter. You know what I'm saying? So, she was able to take Antonina down and dominate her on the ground. So it's kind of like, how good is Antonina's, how good is her ground game? So, we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. It may not be that it may not be that Shevchenko's wasn't there. It may be something that Lipski was seeing as a way to exploit Antonina's striking, which would give more problems to Lipski and her team. Yeah. Yeah, because Lipski caught her off gate. I was like, whoa. But Antonina did not want no part in that. But we'll see, man. We'll see. We got some girls to make some returns. Yeah, guys, but I do want to say that I do think that Tatiana Suarez versus Amanda Ribas is the fight to make. Like, that's the fight. That's the fight for sure. That's the fight. And I think that Joanna Jędrzejczyk versus Katlyn Chookagian at flyweight is also very interesting. That is also a very interesting fight, man. That fight, that's kind of far-fetched. I don't think it would happen if she goes to, if Joanna decides to go to flyweight. This whole thing is based on if she decides to go to flyweight. If she goes to flyweight, that's the fight to make. If she doesn't fight at if she takes a break from 115, that's the fight to make is Katlyn Chookagian at 125 pounds. If she goes to 125, that's the fight to make. And I'm going to stand on that. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's an exciting fight. That's an interesting style versus, style matchup. That's a beautiful fight. That is a beautiful fight. So, let's see. Davis would drown Aisha, to be honest. Absolutely. Alexis Davis takes her down. Absolutely. Because she's a zombie on the feet. Takes all the punishment and keeps walking forward. Yeah, Alexis Davis is tough, man. I don't want the Antonina fought Taylor. That's the fight I'm going to be nervous for Antonina. But yeah, that's a tough fight, dude. Like, Taylor Santos, she's a bad girl. But Viviane Araujo is in the mix, too. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta throw Viviane Araujo's name in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, Araujo is one of the girls I think that is where she is now. Oh no, never mind. No. I was getting ready to put my foot in my mouth. No, I don't even really think like that. Because I was gonna have to retract that statement big time. Nope, I'm glad I caught myself. Woo-wee. I'm glad I caught myself before I said that shit. Woo-wee. That was a bad one, y'all. I don't think, I'm trying to say it without, I'm trying to get around it. Okay. I think that Viviane Araujo is one of the girls who was gifted, she was somewhat gifted her spot. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was gifted that fight with Alexis Davis. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just be honest. She was gifted that fight, but she's held on to that spot, though. You know what I'm saying? So, I got to give Viviane Araujo her props for holding on to that spot. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't think she could compete. I didn't think she could compete up there with when she fought, like, who did she fight? wasn't it Alexis Davis? Yeah, she fought Alexis Davis, and then she fought. Let me go to Viviane's page. She fought. That's right. She's fighting Roxanne. Let's see. Let's see who Vivi fought. Who did she fight? Jessica Eye. Which that was also a gift too, but Jessica Eye beat her. And she was supposed to fight. Yeah, she was supposed to fight Jennifer Maia, and then she got that fight got canceled, and then she fought Montana De La Rosa. Yeah. Okay. She fought Montana. Yeah, then she beat Montana. But she's held on to that spot ever since fighting Alexis Davis. You know what I'm saying? So I give her credit. I think she needs to do a little bit more. You know, maybe a fight against like Joanne Calderwood, or get that fight with Jennifer Maia. But she's got that Roxanne Modafferi fight book. So, you know, this is a big fight for her. So and she wins this fight, she probably have to fight one more time. But Viviane Araujo, man, she's tough, man. Like, she's a tough fighter. You know? Maybe her versus Lauren Murphy next, if she beats Roxanne. She might beat Roxanne, though. I think she'll beat Roxanne. But Roxanne's a tough fight. And if she beats Roxanne, shit, fight Lauren Murphy. Whoever wins that fight, they fight for the belt. You know, Araujo versus Murphy. Whoever wins that fight for the belt. So, we'll see. Let's get these comments. Yeah, man, self-censorship. I had to stop myself in my tracks, Stamina MC. Yeah, she better try hard, Marcus Bell, because Roxanne is a hard fight. She got gifted the eye fight. Yeah, she did. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, man, it's crazy. A lot of interesting stuff, man, coming up for this WMMA fights, man. I'm excited. I'm very excited. Listen, guys, I'm gonna keep preaching this till this fight happen, man. Do not 100% count out Megan Anderson in this fight with Amanda Nunes, guys. Do not 100% count out Megan Anderson. Now, if you put a gun in my head, I'm saying Amanda Nunes wins the fight. Listen, guys, I agree with y'all. Before I get into this conversation, I'm gonna go ahead and put it out there now. I agree with y'all that Amanda Nunes beats Megan Anderson. I agree with y'all that Amanda Nunes beats Megan Anderson. We'll say that before I get into this conversation. But do not sleep on Megan Anderson, man. I'm telling you, do not fucking sleep on Megan Anderson. Like, Megan Anderson, man, Megan Anderson can put Amanda Nunes' lights out. See, like, you know, when people, you know, when it was Felicia Spencer, you know, it was, if Felicia Spencer is able to get this fight to the ground and get the fight into her territory, if she's able to. But, you know, Felicia Spencer starts off at a major disadvantage on the feet. Every fight starts on the feet. Every round starts on the feet. Listen, this fight, unless Amanda Nunes shoots right away, if Amanda Nunes keeps this fight, and if she chooses to stand and trade with Megan Anderson, it's not a smart thing to do. I'm sorry, guys, but that's just not a smart thing to do if Amanda Nunes is choosing to stand and bang with Megan Anderson. It's just not smart. It's not smart. You know? I'm sorry, man. Stamina, hey, man. That's your girl. Do your thing. You going for Nunes? Go for Nunes. But I'm saying, man, don't count Megan out. Listen, Megan is a hard-hitting Megan is probably the biggest featherweight in women's MMA. I mean, Megan Anderson is probably the biggest featherweight in women's MMA. So, I mean, Megan, and she's probably one of the hardest hitting featherweights as well, man. Like, Megan Anderson got power. Like, her and Cyborg on the same playing field when it comes to power, man. When it comes to power, you have Chris Cyborg, and right beside Chris Cyborg, you got Megan Anderson. And it just is what it is. So, that on E-Punch. That on E-Punch. Oh, that one punch power crap doesn't work on Amanda Nunes. It might not. You're right. Nunes is not my girl in the slightest. Cyborg Nation. To this day. I feel you, bro. He said, to this day. Yeah, man. We'll see, man. I mean, that's a good fight. And guys, we probably gonna see, like, unless they bring somebody in, we probably gonna see Felicia Spencer versus Danielle Wolf. That's probably what we're gonna see, guys. I mean, just be real. We're probably gonna see Felicia Spencer versus Danielle Wolf. That's the fight. Unless they sign a girl, like, who else? Has there been any Contender Series featherweights other than Danielle Wolf? You know? Has there been any Contender Series featherweights other than her? I don't think so. Well, no, man. Well, that's probably Felicia Spencer's next fight. So, I'm excited about that, too. See Danielle Wolf get her ass whooped. Well, anyways, guys, I'm getting out of here. Go subscribe to my boy Combo Breaker 99 right here on YouTube. Guys, go over to Bloody Canvas MMA on Twitter. Follow them. Bloody Canvas here on YouTube. No Filter MMA on Twitter. Follow me, guys. And shout out to Combo Breaker 99. Shout out to all the boys over at Bloody Canvas MMA. And shout out to the LDWMMAC. You know what it is, guys. The underground YouTube scene. The underground women's mixed martial arts team. The underground mixed martial arts, guys. We the ones keeping this shit alive. Straight up. And I hear Coach say that shit all the time, man, but it's the truth, man. Like, the underground MMA scene, like, we're the ones keeping this shit going, you know what I'm saying? And people are invested in us, you know? Like, people love to hear us talk, so let's keep giving them something to talk about, man. Alright, guys, I'm gonna shut this thing down. It's my night off, and it is what it is. I'm gonna watch me some TV, and I'm going to bed, guys. And just so y'all, I want to leave y'all with a parting message here, alright? I just want to let y'all know something, man. You know, been playing Mr. Nice Guy here lately. But let me remind y'all of something, you know what I'm saying, before y'all get too complacent with this Mr. Nice Guy BJ, okay? Don't ever get it twisted. Okay? You guys wait. Let me look up the date of this fight right quick. Let me look up the date of this fight right quick. Before I let y'all go. Let me look up the date of this fight right here, just so I can leave y'all with a parting message. Okay? I can leave y'all with a parting message. Okay. When it come to February 27th, alright? February 27th, when Montana De La Rosa fights Maida Bueno Silva. Listen, guys, this is a tune-up fight for Montana De La Rosa. This is a tune-up fight for De La Rosa. Okay? Don't get it twisted. Don't ever get it twisted. You guys wait for the rebirth of Montana De La Rosa. And it starts with Maida Bueno Silva's head on a pitchfork. That's what it starts with. I want it on a pitchfork knife. I want Maida Bueno Silva's head on a pitchfork. And that's what it's going to be. Don't ever get it twisted. Y'all on this whole Brazilian thing, whatever, don't get it twisted. And that's where the rebirth and the resurgence of Montana De La Rosa, guys. This is it for Montana. This is it for Montana. This is her last run. This is not her last fight in the UFC, but this is her last run. This is her chance. This is her opportunity. Okay? I just wanted to set the record straight on that. Don't ever think that I'm slacking off on my girls, because I ain't. All y'all crazy fools out there think Maida Bueno Silva gonna come out here and starch Montana De La Rosa. Have you lost your mind? Have you lost your damn mind? So I just wanted to let you know. I just wanted to let y'all know where it's coming from. Alright? And Montana De La Rosa will walk away with that W. She will walk away with that W. And this is your boy BJ back from No Filter MMA. Drop those comments in the comment section. Hit that like button. Hit that dislike button. If you guys haven't already, hit that damn subscribe button. And I'm